Xiaomi hasn't been too consistent about launching its power-packed Redmi K smartphones in India. The Redmi K20 series was popular in 2019, and these phones were good enough to stay relevant for a while. Now the company has launched its new Redmi K50i, which promises to give gamers just what they're looking for. Let's unbox this phone and go over the specs so you can decide whether it strikes the kind of balance you're looking for. The Redmi K50i arrives in a fairly plain box with not even a picture of the phone on it. This phone's big selling points, its MediaTek Dimensity 8100 SoC and support for Dolby Vision as well as Dolby Atmos, get huge shoutouts on one side of the box. A few other specs are highlighted on the back as well, and we'll talk about these soon. The Made in India logo really stands out here. It takes only a few moments to peel back the tape and slide the lid off. Inside you get a fairly standard set of accessories. There's a SIM eject tool and a transparent plastic case in a paper folder. The Redmi K50i itself is below that, wrapped in plastic for protection. The body is made of plastic, but there's Gorilla Glass 5 on the front. We have the quick silver color here, and Xiaomi calls the finish crystalline. There's a slight color shift, and this phone looks icy blue under indoor lighting, but metallic silver outdoors. There's also a phantom blue color option with the same texture, or a matte stealth black. You can see the prominent triple camera setup here. The power button on the right has an integrated fingerprint sensor, and the volume buttons are right above it. The dual nano SIM tray, USB Type-C port and main speaker are on the bottom. The left side is blank, but it's nice to see a 3.5mm audio socket on the top, along with a speaker grill and IR emitter. While the Redmi K50i powers up, we can check out the chunky 67W charger at the bottom of the box. It has a USB Type-A port, and so you'll also find a Type-A to Type-C cable in the box. Now it's time to set up the Redmi K50i for the first time. You can see an option for glance lock screen advertising, and you can choose between a flat UI and one with an app drawer. This unit shipped with MIUI 13 based on Android 12. There's a bit of pre-installed bloatware, and we'll see how MIUI works when we do a full review of this phone. Coming to hardware, there is of course that MediaTek Dimensity 8100 SoC, which is 5G capable and said to deliver flagship-level performance. This of course is something we'll test in our full review. Xiaomi has designed a cooling system since this phone will likely be used for gaming. The K50i will be available with either 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, or 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. The battery capacity is 5080 mAh, and 67W charging is supported with the included brick, or you can use any USB PD charger up to 27W. The display of the K50i is 6.6 inches diagonally and has a full HD Plus resolution plus a 144Hz refresh rate. Dolby Vision and HDR10 support are noteworthy features, which we'll check out with a variety of content in our full review. Brightness goes up to 650 nits. The 16MP front camera is centered at the top of the screen. On the back, you'll get a 64MP main camera, an 8MP ultra-wide camera, and a 2MP macro camera. Photo and video quality will be part of our full review process, but here are some early samples that we can share with you. The Redmi K50i should appeal to a niche audience. If you care about raw power, you should stay tuned for our full review. We'll also see how well this phone does in terms of battery life, software, usability, and of course cameras. Thanks for watching.